We have your week 14 waiver wire pickups for you today. We have 6 teams on bye week this week. This is the last week for bye weeks. We have the Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, Indianapolis Colts, New Orleans Saints, and Washington Commanders all on bye weeks this week. So let's get right into these waivers. And starting off, we have running back for the Jets. And hopefully you saw our video last week. We have Donovan Knight, who had another great week. He had 15 carries on the ground for 90 yards, as well as used in the passing game, getting 5 targets, 5 receptions for 28 yards. I think he's earned his role in this offense. Could possibly be the lead back for the Jets going forward, even with Michael Carter in the lineup. So I think he's someone that needs to be rostered throughout leagues out there. He's only 39% rostered, so go check and see if he's available and pick him up. Next, we have running back for the Buffalo Bills, James Cook, who's seen an increase in playing time this past week, splitting carries with Devin Singletary. He had 32 carries compared to Devin Singletary's 33. He had 14 carries on the ground for 64 yards. Also used in the passing game, which coming into the season, the talk was that James Cook was going to be the pass catching back for the Buffalo Bills, and we finally saw that this past week. He had 6 targets, 6 receptions for 41 yards, and if he's going to keep on seeing this kind of playing time, he could be a valuable piece to have on your roster going into the fantasy playoffs. He's only 25% rostered throughout leagues out there, so he's available in a lot of leagues. So if you need a running back, James Cook may be someone you want to take a look at this week. Next, we have wide receiver for the Raiders, Mack Hollins, who just continues to see the volume on this team. He had another 9 targets this past week. He didn't really do much with it, though. He had 5 receptions for 35 yards, but another 9 targets. And if he's going to continue to see that kind of volume, I think it's worth taking a look at him. He's widely available, around 20% roster throughout leagues out there. So if you have a need for a wide receiver, Mack Hollins may be someone you want to take a look at. Next, we have wide receiver for the Giants, Darius Slayton, who just continues to produce for fantasy. He's had double-digit fantasy points in 6 out of the last 8 games. This past week, he had 8 targets, 6 receptions for 90 yards. So he's only 33% roster throughout leagues out there. So if you have a need for a wide receiver, Darius Slayton may be someone you want to take a look at. Next, we have tight end for the Patriots, Hunter Henry. And if you have a need at the tight end position, he may be someone you want to take a look at. If you go look at the box scores, it's not going to look pretty, but he has a favorable matchup this week against the Arizona Cardinals, which has been a good spot for tight ends this season. He's widely available, only 26% roster throughout leagues out there. So if you have a need at the tight end position, Hunter Henry may be someone you want to take a look at. We have our quarterback of the week, Tyler Huntley, going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and with Lamar Jackson dealing with the PCL sprain, expected to miss 1 to 3 weeks with the injury. He has yet to be ruled out, but Coach John Harbaugh said it's unlikely he will play this week, so Tyler Huntley likely to get the start. He has that rushing upside, which we love for fantasy, so Tyler Huntley is my favorite streaming option this week. We have our defense of the week, the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the LA Rams, and this Rams offensive line has not looked good this season. They've been allowing a lot of sacks. I think this Raiders defense is going to be able to exploit that. They've been playing some better football over the past few weeks, so I like the spot for the Raiders against a terrible offensive line with the Rams. But that's going to do it for us today. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, line 'em up.